What is up, people? I am almost certainly real. I am going to go for the Ballista Encampment Challenge as well as the Max Haste Challenge. I have traditionally not been an encampment respecter, so I'm going to give them a go. Just kind of play around with them a little bit. At first, I didn't quite understand how they worked in terms of the area. I'll talk more once we actually unlock them in terms of how much DPS they can kind of do. Sorry, I'm looking at these upgrades and it's like I don't fucking want any of them. But I guess the bleed is the only thing that kind of makes sense. I could get mana siphons and then also go for those death things, but I don't like those. So I'm going to use the +1s right now for my ballistas because I want to leave the other ones open for encampments. Most armor. Flame tower. This is a nice wraparound that we're getting. Again here, I guess we get the haunted houses. Because I do have some natural regen, so we can do that. But, not loving that, not loving that. There we go, tower encampments. Most armor. Least shields. Got ourselves another house. We'll start investing in that in a little bit. And we gotta save up quite a bit of gold there. And I installed the fast forward mod. So +1 range. That is absolutely what we want to see. Low key at this point in the game, I think I'm probably still better off investing in ballistas. But we got this wraparound, which is kind of insanely strong. I'm gonna take banditry because I want to get more gold right now, so I can actually place these encampments. So you can see here kind of this, it has 11 RPM and you're kind of trying to maximize that. That's going to be, so that's up to 13. What do we got here? High explosives. Yeah, +1 to armor. That sounds pretty good. What about here? I think this is actually going to be pretty good. So that was 13 as well. Not as good as I thought. Weirdly, I think that like this, no, it's 11. 12.5. We do also, to be honest, we do also get the range bonus. 13. We'll drop one there. Okay, we got our first split. We don't necessarily mind that overall. So there, it's very similar to the Frost Keep. Is the more lane that you have, the more it's going to do for you. So yeah, we'll get the burn for sure. I'm going to get one up here. Yeah, that has good range. It's not going to be as good until we get these lanes out farther. Because you can see this one is stacked up a shit ton, but I just want something to get burns going early on. That's maybe not the right choice, to be honest, but eventually that one will be good. So we'll leave it for now. +1 health, yeah, we're just investing in these. We do want to get slow on the ballistas. We're going to use the ballistas to try and clump stuff up. So I'm going to build here, then I think I'm going to fill out that house. Or actually, we'll probably build here. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll start to fill out this house. +2 to health, why not, why not? And I think we've got another couple range upgrades that we can get. So we will our placements, yeah, so there's another range upgrade. I'm curious if we can get another. So until we have all those range upgrades, we don't actually really know. I mean, I could probably sit there and like calculate, but I'm not going to. We don't actually know what the optimal placement is until we have all those range upgrades going. And I think I am going to look for the slow right now on the ballistas as well, preferentially. Because I think that that's actually going to be pretty important for clumping stuff up. Beautiful. I should be a little bit worried about my... See, now here, this has an insane 18 RPM, right? Even though it seems like it's in a bad spot, I think I'm going to try this +1 here. 17, so that's a bit worse weirdly. But I'm going to leave that because it does still get the +1 damage. But now we get to, yeah, we get to think about this. And this ends up being pretty good, 18 RPM there. Okay, weirdly... Am I going to go universities? I don't know that I go universities this game. I think I'm probably not even going to go universities. So we can go for the slow but sure to get access. So eventually these guys can poison. So creeping cough would be something that would be good for us. And let's invest in the house. Can I invest? Yeah, okay. We'll do 2 house investments. And that leaves me gold to do another one here. What's this like? So that's 12, not very good. 14 is not great. I mean, you want to be building them where there's these like kind of curves and stuff like that. 21 seems pretty pog, even though it's kind of not the greatest. Not the greatest right now. Similar to this one is once we get these lanes farther out, it'll be a lot better. But just to try and get those dots happening, and we're eventually going to need to kill stuff. We're going to need to kill stuff farther out for like round 40 for the splitters. Banditry. Yeah, I guess so. And let's invest in the house. Combination of progress and fastest is, I think, what I'm going to put the ballistas on eventually. Just to try and group stuff up. And I think once we get the poison, if I can get the poison and creeping cough on the encampments, they're going to naturally... So I'm wondering about this. So that's a 19 RPM. That's pretty pog. What about this guy? 20. Okay, we like that. We like that. Oh, Oogie, I kind of forgot about that. Don't mind me. I think we'll do okay. We actually don't have any source of bleed either. Yeah, I gotta look at my dots. I've been focusing on other upgrades. I think I'm just gonna kill him based on damage. Yeah, okay. Okay, that was pretty decent. We are playing single lane. Maybe I should have done this as a triple, but I have never really used the encampments. I don't really feel super comfortable doing that. And I don't want to get to like wave like 30 and then just lose. I guess I'm going to take the +1 damage to shields on my ballistas. Creeping cough, yep. So that's nice. We do definitely want to get these 18, 19, we'll do that. 19 as well. 19, what if I do here? Does that get me anything better? No, but those are pretty good. We'll probably end up building those up. Gonna see if we can't drag this wave down a little bit. A little bit worried about our shield damage overall, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So I do want to get my dots up on my encampments. I want to get. What else do we want to get? We want to get the slow on the ballistas. So those are the upgrades I'm looking for. Not gonna lie, it's kind of satisfying, especially on 3x speed. Just watching them all like walk through and get blown up. Poison damage. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get that because that does effectively give me slow via creeping cough. Oh, yeah, let's invest in this house. I don't love driving my cost up on my ballistas, because eventually I do want to spam them for their slow, but that's all right. 12. Is it worth building something that's like high up? 14 and farther back. Like the farther back I have an encampment, the more things it's going to get off, right? So it's like, even though this is 14 compared to these guys being 19, I don't think that that's quite enough distance. Maybe something like one that's back, maybe one that's like here, if it was 14 would be equal to like 19 up here. I don't think that that's really necessarily true. Once I get these lanes out farther, right, the longer and longer this goes, the less and less that distance makes sense. Okay, so there's some bleed. I love that. I love that. That's exactly what we're looking for. I'm keeping walking this lane down on the hopes that we can get it to wrap around a little bit. And in that respect, let's just, yeah. There's a bunch of 19s there, which I think are great. Once we get the slows going on these houses, that'll help clump stuff up for these guys. The shield guys do definitely don't take as much damage as we'd like to see. So we'll unlock, as much as I love to get banditry, we'll unlock the +1 shield so we get access to poison. Oh, yay. Okay, so we got a wraparound. And is this a... That's a 17, not as good. So let's look back here. That's a 14, don't love. 14. This whole circle area, like this is just a 20, right? Do I just take a 20? A 22 that's not on anything? Yeah, I guess so. We'll take that. I'm a little, to be honest, so that's 24. Even better. The issue is like, they're just getting no experience, right? Oh, broadhead bolts. That gets me towards the slow, which we do want to see. Yeah, so I think the poison and poison on mines, slow on ballistas are the two things that we're looking for now. Okay, considering how much we've invested in the encampments, in ones back here that are doing no damage, like these guys are not counting for any damage for gold. To be fair, some of these ballistas aren't really either. It's hard to say. But they're doing okay, I think. +2 damage to armor. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going for those upgrades. I say that as I take banditry. A 24 on a +3, even though it's not the greatest location, feels okay, considering how long this path is. I don't know if that's true or not. I think that that's maybe a bad call, at least for now, right? Because these guys are just stacking up fucking. There's like a billion mines per square now. That's not true, but there's like 4 or 5, which is significant, right? +2 to shields, because that gives us more. Interesting. I kind of want to get. I kind of want to get universities and just go in hard on poison damage for the creeping cough slow, and then the mines will actually do a bit of a self slow, as they'll stack stuff up for themselves, right? Yeah, that's interesting. 21, not as good, but not terrible. 22. Yeah, we'll leave a 22 there. 17, not worth. I wish these were if these were a bunch of like +3s, that would be insane. This whole wraparound is kind of nutty overall. 17, is that worth? 15, I don't think the 15 is. Yeah, let's grab universities and then just only upgrade poison on them if we get them. And just try to abuse the living fuck out of Creeping Cough. Yeah, that's doing some work for us. I have mixed feelings about that. It feels like we want to kill the splitter stuff up here, and then I don't. Do I want to increase the maximum poison? Not for now. +2 shield damage. That does effectively increase our slow. No, but let's go with this, because that gets us towards the crit and stuff like that on these encampments. I will go for the ballistas to get the. I think I need one more health upgrade, and then I can get the slows. But otherwise, we're just going to go hard in on. So 23, and then we'll pop one of these other lanes. It is pretty satisfying. 14, don't love that. 15. 18, yeah, we'll leave an 18 up there. 15, no. Okay. Interesting. I think this would be a lot harder to pull off on a three-way. This feels pretty legit. +2, because that gives us access to our slow on the ballistas. Spread this out a little bit. Sure. There we go. And we've got Oogie. And I think we're going to do okay on Oogie. I would love for us to have a bit of shield, or a bit of slow, sorry. How's this? 24. Okay, okay. What about this one? I don't think that, yeah, it's not bad, but it doesn't reach into this little path here. 16 isn't amazing. Oh shit, do we not have... I don't have any poison. Oops. That's an issue. Oh, we do have poison. Okay, we have poison on... Okay. We do have poison, I guess, on the mines. But I just wasn't doing enough for it to be on there consistently. In that respect, I don't want to get slow but sure. So we will go ahead and get the extra bleed. +1 damage to armor. I guess there's not much else to get there. We are sitting on quite a lot of gold. Perhaps I should be a spender of that. 22, we'll take a 22. Even though, you know what, it's not that great because it ends up... This lane here I don't like, isn't that big of a deal, and it's going to put half of them in that lane. So, how's this? 21, we'll do that. Try and get stuff split apart, get those dots going a little bit earlier. Is there any like super juicy encampments? I don't think it would even be worth it to put them that far up. +3 damage to health. No, we will take the +3 damage to shields. Not getting much in the way of universities, which is okay. Curious, I kind of want to invest in the universities. I don't know if they're worth it though. Versus just like saying, oh, well, I'll just upgrade shield damage, you know? Just keep going with the encampments. A lot of units coming down that path there. What does this look like? 18. Weirdly, this is probably going to be the best spot. 21, no. A little bit forward, I think, like here. 22. That's not amazing. That one's only 17, 19. I think this one I probably invest the most in. And then probably some of these ones back here that are like 22 as well. 15% crit chance. Juicy. Yeah, something like this, like health and shields. $22, 19, 20, 19, 21. Oh, there's... that's the 24, then we'll do the 20... Give it a little bit... you know what? Its armor damage is pretty decent already. Plus 3 damage to health. No, poison damage on our landmines. Okay, we didn't have that. So I guess I have it on my ballistas? I literally could just check. Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm sitting here like wondering things when I could just like press the T key and immediately figure them out. Bow, 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 bow. So I don't like that we haven't got the slow, but you can see now, okay, yeah, it's starting to do that like what I was talking about, where they were naturally going to start clumping stuff up with Creeping Cough. So I do really like that. I'm just going to turn the master volume down a little bit. Sounds a little loud to me. I like my to be fair, I like my games quite quiet. And then these other ones, just, I'm going to give them a bit of shield damage just for clumping. Shield damage only, except for my main ones, which I am going to give a mix of all damage types to. To be fair, these ones are actually going to be primarily shields and health, because that's what I'm going to assume makes it back to here. And then these guys are going to be kind of a mix of everything. We have not gotten any universities, eh? Huh. Okay. All right. And in that respect, let's give you a little bit of everything. Give you a bit of everything. Oh, I guess I should put down a couple haunted houses, eh? There's no point. I got them. Gives me some amount. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, these houses are getting nicely leveled up too. I wouldn't mind, or sorry, the ballistas. Later on, if we can, I wouldn't mind getting them a range upgrade or two. Okay, whatever, we're gonna demolish one of those. I don't like seeing my mana not at max. All towers +1 to health. Don't care for that. Attacks against bleeding enemies have 5% crit. I guess we take that. You know what? I'm gonna take anything that there's haste upgrades with encampments, and I'm wondering if they maybe are behind. I'm worried a little bit that if I don't get that, because there's some sort of like haste removing upgrade on encampments, so I'm just going to take all encampment upgrades unless we can get the slow. The only thing I'm willing to get is slow on ballistas. And yeah, I think I'm just going to keep upgrading. Add a couple extra here if I can, just for the slowing effect. Yeah, and then shield damage just to help clump. Get some clumpers going. 20, sure, yeah, that'll help clump. Give you shield damage. Yes. Frost bolts. We love to see that. No universities, but that's okay. So we're gonna just spam a ballistas here. Combination of progress and fastest, I think. Just for the slow. Get these guys clumped up. As they come into here. That'll help us with our clumping. A little bit of that going on through here as well. Max haste. There we go. That's kind of what we were looking for. Tempting to take the scholarships, but considering we actually have 0 universities, not the most useful. So, okay, there we go. There we go. And we're going to go investment-wise, we're just going to go straight poison damage for that clumping effect. It's kind of what we're going for. And we'll get a little bit of damage to the other stuff naturally. We'll go up to 10%. Because we'll probably pick up another level in the upgrade. We'll take them to, I think, yeah, it takes them to 5% type of thing. But we're really looking to get that clumping via the clumping via whatever the poison creeping cough. Okay. Nothing here that we particularly want. I guess we will take the shield damage because that's effectively additional slow. Sure, why not? And I'm gonna get some most health. These are gonna be for level 40 for slowing down the splitter guys. One makes it through there. Okay, I don't want to have too many that are overlapping, constantly targeting. I could do like most health, most shields, most health, least shields, and get them to target different stuff. So we go most health, least shields, most health, most shields. Most health. Look at that. Fuck, look at those mines. Just whoop. That's satisfying. Yeah, crit chance, definitely. Most health. Least armor. Let's see, what do we get out of this chest? 5% crit. Yep. Yeah, I think we can safely get ore poison now. Take that, landmines. And then I think, yeah, more ballistas for the slow, and then just more levels into our landmines. That shield damage going. Definitely have some on progress through here. Work on clumping those up, and then let's do something similar here. I would definitely love to get the range upgrade on the ballistas now that I think about it, because that would allow a lot more of firing from these guys over into this entire circle area, which would be pretty pog. That would let me like not have to invest in ballistas for the slow here, because we would just switch up the targeting on this stuff around the castle. What are we doing here? Yeah, 5% crit. I like it. I like it. Not the greatest university game. That is for sure. Anyways, let's build up. Yeah, let's work on building up a bit more slow. Let's go with fastest. Can change up the targeting on some of these guys. Progress is overall pretty good, but we'll just end up with too much progress type of thing. Okay. I am tempted to just go insane on these two 19s up here. 25%. Yes, absolutely, because that effectively gives us more creeping cough slow. So we have not gotten anything out of our universities. Might as well just not even have them. All right, let's see how this stuff does. Yeah, so the stuff that's split out, the way they split out, it kind of hurts us in a sense like that messes up our clumping. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to invest a little bit in these 24s as well. You know, because they are, yeah, I'm going to invest more. I'm going to say that I'm good with investing up here because these 24s back here are just kind of nutty. All towers gain +1 damage to shield. Yeah, we're getting that because I'm not sure what's behind that upgrade-wise. And I actually don't think that I have all of the upgrades for the, like, reducing haste or whatever. So that's a 22, that's a 20, that's a 22, 21, 24. Okay. 20. So we'll upgrade the 22s next. See how that's doing. Can watch the round as we do this. Yeah, but I think overall decent targeting in terms of clumping stuff up. The stuff that spawns out of them kind of messes up the clumping. because it ends up... ooh, extra slow. We will take that for sure. That is beautiful. Still nothing out of our universities. Not ideal, but we'll take it. We'll take it. And I'm upgrading health and shields basically in these backline ones. Yeah, I think we're definitely... You got to be careful about overkilling too, right? Because all of them pop. All the mines in a square kind of pop all at once. So you definitely have to have some amount of spread going on as well. So I think that that's maybe something I haven't done as well as I should have. Is that like I'm kind of... I get like once you get so many mines up in a tile, they're just going to one-shot basically anything. And the things that have... Yeah, I think I'm not as spread out as I should be with my mines. Just watching this, right? As I'm doing a lot of stuff where these guys split up. Are they? You know what? Maybe they're not triggering all the mines. Maybe they're getting triggered one by one. It's kind of hard to tell. No, I think they trigger them all. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Huh, I gotta watch. Okay, so there's watch my step. I think that that's an achievement. Yeah, so I don't... It's hard to tell whether or not there's stuff that's... Like, mines can just end up spawning, and it looks like, you know what? But I think they're not triggering all the mines. Like, if a unit dies from one mine in a square, I don't think it triggers the next one. I can't be guaranteed of that. No, I think so. I think that that's right. Okay, so we don't have to worry that much about overstacking. Should probably invest a little here. Health and shield damage. I mean, we do have to worry about overkilling in terms of an individual mine just doing so much damage. But I don't think we have to worry about stacking too much. Poison bolts, because that's effectively additional slow for us. I think we're to the point where we're just going to get portals everywhere. So we don't really care about what we expand. Okay, but I mean, this is a single way, which is like a little bit... A little bit of a... you can kind of win with anything, but they're doing work, definitely. I like the idea of getting the creeping cough and the frost bolts with them, so you're kind of like stacking stuff up as best as you can. And I actually, you know what I think I should have? I think I should have some near deaths as well to try to just like clean stuff up that that would otherwise maybe trigger a mine. Like, these guys are doing surprisingly pretty good work here. Like, they're doing enough to occasionally split these portals. They do see... It does seem to clump them. Is it clumping them? They do seem pretty well clumped up through here. I mean, we've never had anything really make it back to our final kill zone, which we have like a lot of gold invested in there. +3 damage to health. Let's just get the increased bleed. So do we... Yeah, we have 50% bleed on our mines. We're definitely doing some work there. And some shield damage there for the slow. Okay. Okay, I think I was definitely underestimating the encampments. To be fair, once you understand, the big thing is understanding this whole like rate per minute thing. That's super, super critical. I thought they just spawned like a certain number of mines per tower, and you could just kind of place them wherever. But they work similarly to the Frost Keep in the sense that the more lane coverage they have, the more sort of mines they spawn. And with the Frost Keep, it's just kind of more of those particles that spawn. So, and then also I think the slow is pretty important. Is getting that stuff stacked up. Look, how many fucking mines? Is there a maximum number of mines? I don't think so. Because does each mine have a single one of those red ones? There's like 15 mines. Ooh, extra crit. Fuck yeah. Here. Hey, look at that. We got 1 health damage. Yeah, so each mine has like one of those. So there's like, at the end of this round, I honestly like, I kind of want stuff to make it through to here. Because there's like 20 mines by the time stuff would make it through there. So I think you could definitely using, yeah, I don't know. One thing I don't love overall is I always feel like you're best off basically choosing ballistas plus one other thing. Just the way the upgrading card system works is like, yeah, you get more gold with things that, with the more things that attack a unit, you get more gold, but I don't like that it's worth it. Like, you just, with the cards and the card system, yeah, I just don't think that it's ever really worth. I guess let me just dump some upgrades here. I've got 20k gold. We'll just go for some like 6,000 damage mines there. Was that my 24 one that I was spamming upgrades on? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, so there's the max haste, another one. So we were missing that. I just got the achievement for that, which is nice. That was the last level. We almost missed out on that achievement. So let's see whether or not Oogie makes it through to our second set of mines, which I honestly, where is he? Oh, he's there. So there's Big Brain Oogie. Like, you can see some of these tiles already have like what is that? It's like 10 plus mines on a single tile there. That is stacking up an insane amount of damage. All right, Big Brain Oogie, are you gonna make it through? Make it through to our back area. All right, we're starting to get into the damage zone. Okay, okay. He's making it. He's making it, I think. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. All right. I thought maybe he might have made it through to the back zone, but no, he did not. He did not. Okay, okay. I will say that our ballistas still did more damage for gold. To be fair, that's like a little bit unfair because these guys are getting a lot of DPS in from being able to fire. Actually, you know what? They don't actually get to fire twice. These guys get to fire quite a lot. Yeah, our dots are getting applied only by. So how much is the dot? Oh, the dot's actually pretty big. At least for health, right? 83, 36, 83. Yeah, so that's like 75% of that. 44. Yeah, so that's like, again, like very similar amount ratio. Shields not as much, which makes sense, is that shields get ticked first, right? So there's less time for those dots, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But overall, yeah, I think it's a little hard to just say that they're good off of only playing a single lane. But I think they're definitely a lot better than I thought they were. Anyways, thanks for stopping by and checking out the video.